Welcome back, fellow mobile game fanatics. MyTyme here with episode 2 of NHL Supercard2k18. Apologies, I'm not feeling great, so my voice may be a little bit off today, but I thought it was worth me coming back after a week and going over a few tips, showing you some progress and a few things that I found out with the game since playing. Now, yes, it is very much like the old game, but let's move on from that. Let's look into people who maybe are playing for the first time, maybe are coming back from previous versions of the game. And what can you do to help your progression? Well, this is the team I'm running at the moment. Okay, I'm going to say it very loosely because I've just gone into ultra rare. Now, yes, I can get higher up the tier, but for the moment, I'm keeping myself towards the bottom because I wasn't pushing myself to the top of ultra rare tier and getting to ultra rare plus. Now, I do recommend if you can get into the highest tier you possibly can, get into that tier and then play your games in there, even if it means losing, because you want to increase your chance of pulling those top tier or second to top tier cards to help you progress through. So now, for example, I'm not going to be really getting too many cards that are around the epic, the rare category and keeping them. They're not going to help me too much. So yes, obviously I do have this pro already, Yannick Hansen, so I'll finish him off, and this pro Matt Hunwick. But I now want to be working on proing out super rare and hopefully ultra rare cards. So I got my ultra rare freebie. It did happen to be this Tyson Barry card, and we'll come back to this in a moment. But once you're in your best tier, you can, for that moment in time, get yourself down the bottom of the tier to try and increase your chances of winning. Now that hasn't really worked for me a great deal because I've been playing quite a lot of games blind, and by blind I mean not watching what I'm doing, just kind of trying to win the games and lose my goalie games. But hey, I'm still getting games in, I'm watching adverts. I've been doing that in Face Off a lot. I've been losing loads of games because I've been playing it, forgetting I'm even playing it, getting to the end, losing, but watching the advert to try and get some of the spinners, because those spinners can help your deck a lot. I pulled this plus 24 focus card from a spinner. I got a duplicate of this card which I fed away because it was really annoyed me, and literally just recently, guys, I managed to pull an ultra rare spinner. And from the ultra rare spinner, I upgraded it for free into an epic spinner. Then I spent the 200 credits and I managed to get this PK Subban, a legendary card from it. Okay, so those 200 credits got me this card from playing that mode. That's what I was playing head to head for, to get those spinners, to try and get lucky. Now, why is this key? Why is this big? Well, this is big because it's a legendary card, and a legendary card that I can pro instantaneously by using my pro player bonus. Okay, 7 days to go on this. Now, I've said this tip before. This is tip number 1, guys. When you get this pro player bonus, and I can't keep it up on the screen unfortunately, please do not use it. Please do not use it until the last probably 2 hours or so of it being there. Okay, if you're a bit worried about forgetting about it and it disappearing, maybe don't leave it quite as close, but whatever you do not use it straight away. Do not use it on any of these rare, super rare, even ultra rare cards, because if you play the game a bit, there's a very good chance you will pull a better card. Now you might be saying, why don't you go and just pro your PK Subban straight away, move yourself up into a higher tier, higher part of ultra rare, closing in on epic? Well, I could do that, but because you get him off the spinner, I've got a chance to pro him without using my bonus. So I want to keep playing, see if I can get any more of those legendary spinners, and see if I can, actually not called spinners, what they're called, like the lamp or something like that. I want to see if I can get another one of those before I actually pro him, because if I get another one for him for free, then obviously, or for free, basically 200 credits, unless I pull the actual spinner itself, as you can see he's up here, unless if I pulled any of these 3, obviously I'd be happy. I was going to be very happy with, but to get the legendary one, immense. If I do manage to pull duplicate, I would then be gutted that I used my free bonus on him. Yes, I could get still pull another one to make a pro, but obviously it would be better for me to save that and potentially use it on something from a pack. Okay, so tip 1, guys, hold that off until the very end. Now, something that I'm actually tempted to do is get this 6-player pack. Okay, so for 400 credits, it's going to give you 6 chances to get a card between uncommon to legendary. Now, are you going to get a legendary card? Probably not. But if you look here, you can get 2 uncommon to rare cards. So that's completely irrelevant. Okay, I have no interest in that card. 1 uncommon to super rare might get me a super rare pro, 1 rare to super rare might get me a super rare pro, 1 rare to epic might get me a super rare pro or an ultra rare, or even better an epic, and then 1 guaranteed super rare to legendary. So at least at the end of this I'm going to get 1 super rare card for 400 credits. Is that good? No. I'm hoping I'd get at least 2 super rare cards, hopefully maybe get a goalie to be one of those. And for 400 credits, if we compare that to the other packs that are here, there is, you know, you can get 1 random card for your favourite team, uncommon to epic. As we scroll down, this is the 600, which it would usually be at. As you can see, the sell up here, 400. Don't know why it says 20% off, because that's actually 33% off. But oh, from your favourite team. Sorry, division pack. Apologies. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, in a pack like this, guys, you're going to be getting it from 1 division, so you've got a better chance of pulling pros if you do pull the super rares, etc. But that's irrelevant. Then we're going down. You're going to spend 1,000 credits to guarantee an ultra rare. Now you could easily get 1 ultra rare from this 400 credit pack here. If you pop 2 of these packs, you've still got more chance. So I think you're better off to take the risk, pop 2 packs, 3 packs there, rather than spending these ultra rare packs. And obviously, if you've got credits and you're able to do so, maybe before that pro player bonus runs out, if you haven't advanced as much as you like or haven't got a card you like, then there's nothing to say why not buy 1 of these packs and pro that card. If you say struggle to get into ultra rare or into epic because you haven't played as much as you wanted to and you have a few funds, then it's not a bad choice to use 1 of those top tier packs to get a very good card and pro that, because it's going to be the best use of that bonus. But you do not need to spend money in the game, okay? As you've seen, I've only spent it on the spinners, and yes, I have been lucky, but also from playing the game. I'm in ultra rare now. Yes, I haven't played a huge number of games, but if you look at my ladder rewards, okay, I haven't played a huge number, but I've been playing it enough to get myself up to in between 300 and 750. You know, I'll be at 750 soon, which will get me a pro. Hopefully I'll be close to the 1,000 games before the first event comes out. I should hopefully be close to, once with that PKC band trained up, close to epic tier. So there's a lot you can do without actually spending money, and because of that reason I actually decided to join a season. And yeah, it's not going great because basically I didn't train up for a bit. I just joined this because my team is whoops, let me show you managers. My team is not good. Okay, I just put in all these cards I had for now. I'm like, well, I might as well just play it and just see if I can get myself a couple of super rare cards, another super rare card, and just pro it. If it's any good. If not, well, the season will be over before I actually get a decent team. This will be finished. I'm doing nothing with these cards. They're all singles. If I get a duplicate, well, then I just, you know, I just wait till the end of the season to train up and pro it. So thought I'd give it a go now. Not going to keep you up to date because, as I said, there's nothing good to come from it. It's just me playing it for the sake of it, and I will give you an idea of how difficult face-off can be, okay, if you don't have a good, well-balanced team. Now, by a good, well-balanced team, I'd be referring to, for example, having 3 or 4 charge cards and 2 very weak cards here. These cards are all too leveled to play this mode. You're going to see in a moment, you are always going to be left with at least 1 card in case it goes to overtime. So the maximum you're going to ever use is 5 of your cards, okay? So you're only ever going to use 5 of the 6 cards, and you're only ever going to have 3 quarters. So you've only got to win 2 of the 3 quarters, okay? They all have equal weight. You just win 2 or 3 quarters and you go through. So one of these cards is complete and utter irrelevant. So I'd be better off to put out a common card and have that card have absolutely no impact into my deck than to put out a load of balanced cards and have a good card sat there that I'm never going to use, okay? Because it's going to just increase my overall stat points, which is going to give me harder opponents, and as a result I'm just going to struggle more. Obviously at the moment, because I need to work my way up into the ultra rare tier before my most recent pull, I've kind of been stuck with these cards. As you see, we managed to just about scrape through here, pretty close. But ideally I'd be running a couple of just single rare cards or something in there, and then have my 3 or 4 really strong cards, which would hopefully get me through the majority of the games. I see a lot of people doing that in the ultra rare tier, in the super rare tier. Unfortunately, my team isn't quite there yet because I don't have enough super rare pros to put them in, but we are working on it. Obviously, with that PK Subban card, we should get a bit closer. But anyway, we'll show you that in another episode. What we're going to do here is we're actually going to come into the card store and we're going to try this pack. We're going to buy one of these packs, possibly a second, depending how it goes. I'm obviously expecting nothing good to begin with. The cards get better as we progress through, so let's hope we can get an epic card. Would be great, or something like an ultra rare goalie, something like that would be awesome. Excuse me. So 2 cards left. Super rare coming in here. Damn it, that's a pro though, isn't it? Oh, it's no good for me. Now I haven't even got any super rares. Oh, this is not a good pack. Gotta hope for epic, guys. Let's hope for epic. We can't expect legendary. Oh, that's a bad pack. That is a bad pack. Oh, it wasn't a pro. My bad. That is a bad pack. For 400 credits, not happy. I'm gonna give it one more spin, guys, because I'm hoping on camera we can get an epic card. I'm not even gonna try and expect to get a legendary card, because to be fair, that is gonna be pretty difficult. So if we can get an early super rare card, that's got to give us a good chance of having a good last card. Super rare. Okay, we'll guarantee at least one more super rare. Hopefully it will be an epic or better. Hopefully. No. Great. So as you see, I spent 800 credits here and not end up with anything anywhere near as good as those 200 that I spent on that, what's it called, that spinner. Just for the sake of it, we'll do one last one. I want to see if I can prove that these packs can be worth the gamble. I mean, yeah, at the moment, if anyone who's watching this is just going to be thinking, I'll save my credits. Well, there's a pro for you, so we just got Hampus Lindholm as a pro, so will help short term, not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Can we get that epic card or better? Yes, there we go. Rick Nash as a single epic. Now, why is that good? Because this will help now push me into that next tier, push me up into epic tier along with that single legendary card. Who knows what my epic freebie might be? Maybe it'll be another Rick Nash. Maybe I'll get 1 or 2 pulls in a time. That's what I was looking for. So it did cost me 1200 credits, but I've ended up with a pro super rare out of this and that single right wing Rick Nash. And if I compare that down to this 1000 credits here from ultra rare to epic rarity, well, my best case scenario here was getting an epic card for just 1000. I spent 1200 and did get an epic card. I could have got more than one. Yes, it would have been nice if I got, say, an ultra rare card as well, or like a super rare goalie, but I did have a lot more chances at getting something half decent. Obviously the first few cards you won't get anything, but as you can see again here, you got a chance of getting an epic card in the second or the last one. So I did have 6 attempts on it and it did give me 1 at least, so I take that as being, that's as good as opening one of those ultra rare to epic packs and getting an epic card. So don't expect anything good from them. If you do get something good for 400 credits, it is probably worth the risk. I would be tempted to open a few more while they were on sale, see if I could get anything good, but try not to spend too much on this game at this moment. See up here, if you've got the extra credits and you want to, yes, I would say it's worth a gamble. That's what I'm saying. For what you get, or what you could potentially pull and what they're charging you, it's the best value pack out there at the moment to potentially get something that will help your deck. So thank you for watching, guys. I've been MyTyme. I'll be back after the weekend. As I said, I'm going to try and grind through some of these games, train up those cards.